Hey mamas, it's your girl, Carrie, and welcome back to another Monday Mindset episode of Mom Life, Career Life, your weekly audio pep talk to help you reset, refocus, and remind you this week that your dreams matter too. Your time matters, and you matter, outside of the roles and the routines and that never-ending to-do list. This week's topic comes from one of our listeners who says her biggest struggle is making decisions. And girl, I feel you. A recovering perfectionist over here, and I used to struggle big time with making decisions anywhere from choosing what to eat at a restaurant to whether or not to start a blog, which brings us to this week's quote. Indecision steals more dreams than wrong decisions ever will, by Danielle LaPorte. Let's jump into it and break it down. Welcome to Mom Wife Career Life's weekly empowering episode of Monday's Motivational Mindset. And you know what that means. It's time to kickstart your week with a boost of inspiration, positivity, and a full lot of motivation. Working moms, I get it. Mondays can be tough. We all know that. But they're also a chance for a fresh start, a new opportunity, and the perfect day to set the tone for a successful week ahead. I'm Carrie Pat, your host and fellow working mom. Every week, I'll be sharing a motivational quote and we'll break it down, share stories, and uncover the wisdom it holds for our unique journey as working moms. So whether you're getting ready for work, making those school lunches, or just enjoying a quiet moment alone, let's dive into this week's dose of motivation. Let's make this Monday count. This week's topic comes from one of our listeners who is struggling with overthinking and indecision. And first of all, sending her hugs. There is just so much on our plates. And when you're already overwhelmed, it makes thinking clearly to make even the simplest decisions sometimes pretty hard. And I'm hoping that this week's episodes help you out just a little bit. And we're starting with this quote by Danielle LaPorte. Indecision steals more dreams than wrong decisions ever will. Because if you've ever been stuck in the land of what ifs, what if I make the wrong choice? What if it doesn't work? What if I regret it later? Then you, my friend, have been caught in that overthinking trap. And spoiler alert, it's a dream thief. Indecision pretends to be safety. It's your brain's way of saying, hey, maybe if I think this through from every possible angle, I won't mess up. But here's what actually happens. You sit on your dream. You put off a choice. You tell yourself you'll decide when things calm down. And before you know it, weeks or months or even years pass and you're still in the same place. Indecision, it feels like control, but it's really just procrastination wearing a cute little blazer and calling itself cautious. And here's the thing, mama, you're allowed to make decisions even if it's not perfect. And I'm saying this to myself too. In fact, most successful people didn't get there because they made flawless choices. They got there because they made a choice at all. And you know what? Even a wrong decision teaches you something if you take the time to really reflect on it. It helps you build clarity on what not to do, on what you really want. And sometimes you need to make those wrong decisions in order to get to the right one. I am a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. So if you can't put your trust in yourself, put your trust in God, because He will not steer you wrong. He will steer you to exactly where you're meant to be. And sitting in limbo, yeah, that's basically an open invitation for frustration and even more stress and a cortisol spike, that lovely stress hormone that loves to keep you up at night when your brain suddenly decides it's time to overanalyze your entire existence instead of sleeping. Oh, and a quick PSA on cortisol. Once I hit 40, that little freaking troublemaker set up camp on my waistline and now refuses to leave. So if you're wondering why come the fall your jeans might not close, it might not be those extra snacks and barbecues. It might actually be your stress levels parking on your belly. But every decision I've made, from launching this podcast to spending $5,000 on joining a mastermind, to deciding not to take a higher paying job because it didn't align with my family needs and my values, they all started with fear. Always. But I've never once regretted taking aligned action. I've only regretted the times I waited too long and I let an opportunity pass me by because I didn't trust myself enough to choose. So hear me now. You don't need perfect clarity. You need courage and you need action over perfection. So here's my challenge for you this week, mamas. I want you to pick one decision you've been putting off, whether it's big or whether it's small. It doesn't matter. Maybe it's booking a family vacation. Maybe it's saying no to something that's draining you. Maybe it's choosing a daycare or a kindergarten to put your baby in. Maybe it's getting up earlier and starting a better morning routine, or a business idea, or joining a gym. Then ask yourself these 3 questions. 1, what would I do if I trusted myself completely? 2, if I couldn't fail, what would I choose? And 3, which decision gets me closer to the life I'm trying to build? And then decide, set a deadline, take a step, rip the Band-Aid off, make the decision. Don't let indecision hold your dreams hostage for one more week, because remember, you can always pivot, but you can't build momentum by standing still. You're not here to play small. You're here to lead your life with clarity, with intention, and I always say it, a whole lot of grace, not perfectly, but boldly. So stop waiting for certainty and stop letting fear write your script. Your dreams are waiting and they need a decision. I'm cheering you on every step of the way, and I'd love to hear what decision you're making this week. So head on over to our Facebook group, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms, and share it so we can all celebrate and support you. And make sure you come back tomorrow because we're diving deep on how to stop overthinking and deciding with confidence. Sending you so much love and light. Until next time on Mom Wife Career Life with Carrie Pat. Before you go, if you found this podcast helpful, I would be so grateful if you would take a minute, go on over to iTunes and leave me a review. If you have other stressed out mamas in your life that you feel this podcast could help, take a screenshot of this episode, post it on your Instagram stories and tag me, and let them know that they are not alone and they can create balance in their life too. If there's a topic you'd like me to cover or you just want to connect, DM me on Instagram at mom.wife.career.life, or come on over and hang out in our free Facebook community, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Wife Career Life with Carrie Pat.